Will AI replace the consultant, the coach, the mentor? Maybe. But for the foreseeable future, AI is really more of a value add that can help you get a better return on your investment. Let me explain. When you work with a consultant, typically your first experience is going to be a discovery call and homework. Well, when you use AI, you can actually kind of cut that process in half or more by being fully prepared by the time that you get together for your meeting. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to help you prepare for some of these things. I'm working on a training video now, and it just inspired me to at least share some of that with you ahead of time. So I'm going to kick off a 3-part video series. This one is going to be focused on the value proposition. The next one will be around a revenue model canvas. And the third video will help you with creating a SWOT analysis. So for today, this is all about value proposition. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the API for Everyone Daily Brief.
So let's jump in the platform here in a second and really get you prepared for your next consulting meeting. Or if you can't afford a consultant right now, you can at least use these ideas, these concepts to get you on the right path. And the first thing that we're going to talk about today is creating your value proposition. Now, I know many of you might think you've nailed your value prop. And if that's you, even if it's not you, what I want you to do at your next networking event, I want you to ask each person that you meet, what do they do and what their value proposition is. I think it will shock you to see at all levels. It's not just a beginner. It's not just a first-year startup. It's all the way across the spectrum. It's hard for a lot of people to answer that question. Well, let's jump in and fix that right now. I'm excited for this one. This is your starting point. This is why do you exist? Who do you serve? What sets you apart from everybody else? And while this might seem fairly easy on the surface, it is a challenge, especially if you work in a field like real estate. Maybe you sell residential real estate and you have thousands of competitors in your area. Well, how do you separate yourself from everybody else? What is your value proposition? Why should I work with you over any of those other competitors? I want to help you solve that problem here. So go into your ChatGPT or your Copilot or your Gemini or whatever that is, and let's look at a prompt. Here we go. Now, I've created these prompts where you can just easily fill in the blank. So these are just usable right out of the box here. Let's start off. Act as a brand strategist. You are defining the role that you want this LLM to play on your behalf. So act as a brand strategist. Now let's give it instructions. Create a compelling value proposition for, insert your brand or product here, serving, insert your target customer. Now you're asking it to structure this in a way that is addressing the customer pain problem, the solution to that pain or problem, the key differentiators, and create a clear value promise. You see, the structure is fantastic, yes? Now the output, 1-sentence value proposition. I don't want a paragraph. I don't want a book. I want a 1-sentence value prop. Then let's expand that into 2 or 3 sentences. That way we can just get a better overall feel for what this value proposition is. And then number 3, create some variations. This could be corporate, conversational, edgy, whatever that means for you, for your brand, whatever that you want to portray, that's where you put in here. And then we're going to end with 3 ways to test this value prop with real customers. So we're going to do ads, landing pages, messaging, whatever that means, because don't always just take the advice of your consultant or your LLM. We always have to test to see what is going to work. Now let's go in here and fill in these blanks and see what kind of result that we get. For our product, let's go with a AI-powered fitness app. An AI-powered fitness app, that feels pretty good. And the target customer for that is going to be a busy professional, and you can keep this fairly generic, right? A busy professional who wants what? They want results without spending hours in the gym, right? Unless you're a gym rat, you probably don't like going to the gym and all the time it takes, and you're busy, so you want something that does this. So that's it. We're just going to plug in AI-powered fitness app or whatever your business is, coffee shop. Maybe you want a coffee shop app, pizza shop, SaaS product. Doesn't matter. Whatever that is, you can fill both of these in. And let's hit the magic button and see what happens. Now, it's defining the customer problem for us very easily here. Again, this is really about communication. How can you create very clear, very effective channels of communication with your consultant, with your team, with all your employees? This helps with your customers, especially your customers need to know exactly who you are and what you do. But you need to understand what their pain is, what their problem is, and how you are solving it. So in this case, customer pain problem, busy professional, they just don't have time for the gym. That's what we said. They struggle to balance career, family, and health. Now we're getting a little bit more robust to understand where they're coming from. Generic workout apps feel impersonal or overwhelming. Absolutely. I've experienced that in my own life here. And lack of accountability leads to inconsistency. We all need to be held accountable if we want to succeed. The solution here, an AI-powered fitness app that delivers personalized, results-driven workouts that fit any schedule. Think 15, 20 minutes of science-backed sessions, meal guidance, and progress tracking, all optimized for efficiency, not time spent. That's pretty powerful. Now, key differentiators, what are we looking at here? AI learns your schedule, your energy levels, your progress, all things that AI can kind of balance out. Micro workouts that match your daily availability. We all maybe have like our smartwatch app that tells us to stand up every so often or take a walk or get our 10,000 steps in, things like that. Nutrition, stress management, recovery, integrated into one system. Real-time adaptive feedback, that's very powerful. Think about just this being a digital trainer in your pocket. And what is your clear value promise? Save time, get fit, and stay consistent without the wasted hours. You pretty much hit everything right there. Now let's look at the value propositions that it gave us. The first one here of the one sentence value proposition: get real results in less time with your personal AI fitness coach, designed for busy professionals who can't spend hours in the gym. It's pretty good. Now, it's an expanded proposition that it created. Our AI-powered fitness app gives you custom workouts that fit your schedule. That's a good one. Whether you have 10 minutes before work or 20 minutes before bed, with real-time adjustments, nutrition tips, and accountability tools, it ensures you stay consistent and see measurable results without sacrificing your career, family, or lifestyle. Wow, that's pretty good. Now it's given you 3 variations, and this is going to depend on your company, your culture, your audience. Is it going to be corporate, conversational, edgy? It might be all 3 depending on what platform that you're using. If you're on LinkedIn, you might be more corporate. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, it might be more conversational. If you're on TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube Shorts, it could be more edgy. So you've got to think about all of those things. And now it's giving you 3 ways to test this, right? So ads test, run A/B testing, landing pages, messaging feedback. You have a great plan here. You have a great starting point. Now, this is not what you would use. Don't shortcut this and just copy paste this and say you're off to the races. But this gives you that great starting point to have that conversation. And if you agree with this, now when you work with that consultant, you're going to be on the same page. You're going to understand each other more. And that relationship is going to be much more fruitful by putting in this little bit of work ahead of time and being fully prepared. Now let's move over into Copilot and try the same thing just to compare the results. Now, Copilot is powered by GPT-5, so it should be fairly similar. But in my experience, Copilot it creates a more sanitized corporate version of everything. It doesn't go as deep. It tends to be quick and easy, and it is valuable, but it does give you a bit of a different result. All of them do. So you're going to want to play around with all of them and see what fits me best, what gets created in a way that is most valuable for me. And it could be you go to different LLMs for different purposes. If you are in Excel or any of the Microsoft suite, you are going to want to use Copilot. If you're outside of it, ChatGPT is fantastic. If you are in the Google world, you might be using Gemini inside of everything that you're using. And of course, if you want to write something, I always recommend Claude. It's really good. Or if you're coding, Claude is really good. And then of course, there's the outlier Grok, which tread lightly over there. It is an amazing model, but just tread lightly. That's all I'll say for the sake of this particular video. So let's go into Copilot and see if we get a very similar result or not. Let's go ahead and get that same prompt put in here with the AI-powered fitness app and then our target market there as well. One thing I do want to point out, this is a brand new update since I've been on Copilot. They have added Smart GPT-5 to the system there. So make sure you click around on all of these because there's always little hidden features that you might not know about or see. And here we have quick response, think deeper, GPT-5, deep research, action. Play around with all of them, see what works best for you. So I highly recommend that. Okay, let's take our prompt and see if we get a similar result. We'll just go with the quick response and see what happens. Yeah, as you can see, this to me, because of the emojis, looks like a little bit more of the way that it typically does when the system's not very trained. And I don't use Copilot very often, so I don't really have any training in this system. But you can see the customer pain problem is there. A solution is here. Key differentiators are here. You can see overall, this really isn't maybe quite as full and robust as what we just did over on ChatGPT. But here's the good news. I mean, you can compare the two now. You have another lens to look through with this. Corporate, empower your workforce with AI-driven fitness that fits into any schedule, boosting health, productivity, and morale in just minutes a day. That's really good. So again, I highly recommend using all of them and finding the ones that fit best for you. And that is all the time that we have for today. If you found value in this, please hit that subscribe button, like button. Let me know what you think. Get in the conversation. How do you use these tools? Have you created a value prop using an LLM? Did you get the response that you were looking for? Did it help you and your team expedite the process? I would love to hear any success stories that you have. All right, well, that's it for me. My name is Harrison Painter. This has been your AI for Everyone Daily Brief. And until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep up. God bless you.
Thanks for listening. I'm glad you stayed.